Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, just like the title says, getting to know a little bit more about me, and where it all started, where I'm at now, and of course, where I could potentially be headed. But of course, it's all about what I've gone through, where I'm at right now. And it's always exciting to see the next chapter, right? Um, so if you guys don't already know, I am a, I worship um, Lady of Guadalupe, a Virgin Mary, however you know her by. Now, there's definitely a lot of Marys. Um, there's so many that I don't even know how many there are, but the ones that I've seen and that I feel more connected to is La Virgen de Guadalupe, number one. And I have seen um, Lady of Fatima. So, to me, I feel more of a stronger connection with La Virgen de Guadalupe. And I wanted to go ahead and start off with that because I think back and, I was about 9 years old when our neighbors, they were Catholics. Our old neighbors, of course. I was 9 years old. They were Catholics, and I grew up in a Christian home, so that was very different for me. And of course, being 9 years old, I definitely didn't know anything about the Catholic religion, their beliefs, anything, nothing. Um, so this one day, our neighbors, they took us to um, a shrine of the I can't even spit it out, La Virgen de Guadalupe. And of course, going there, I didn't really know where we were headed towards. I guess then in my head, I just knew that we were going to go to the mountains or near the mountains. And so we get there. First of all, it's a very beautiful place. Exciting, right? Something different. So we started off with walking up the stairs. And so I'm like, okay, it's nice. We're going to see a nice view or whatever. So, we get to the top, and here's the shrine of La Virgen de Guadalupe. And I remember, because you get to the top, and there's this big whole concrete floor area. And in the middle is a statue of Virgin Mary. And of course, around her, she's inside like a shrine, right? And around there's a gated fence. So, I mean, of course, you could stand there and you can look at the shrine, you know. And it was that moment. It was like love at first sight. Of course, like I was 9 years old. I wasn't going to sit there and ask the neighbor, what is this? Who is she? Or what is it? Like I was just like, first of all, this is a very beautiful scene, a beautiful location, and, so I'm just letting it all come in, absorb. So after that, we go back down the stairs, and, they have other areas that you can look at. And yeah, after that, we went home, and it was then when I started asking questions to my mom. I asked her if she could buy me earrings of, the cross with Jesus on them. And she's like, no, we don't believe in that. So I'm like, okay. But there was something about crosses that, just were appealing to me and I wanted them, but it was always a no, no, no. And I never really sat down with both of my parents and told them how I felt, this instant connection when I saw Virgin Mary, and then, me wanting to have crucifix around me. I never sat down and talked to my parents about that. So I left it like that. But behind my mind, it's like she means something to me. It's not just a coincidence. It's not it means a lot to me. But I don't know what this feeling is, what this meaning is, because I never asked. And of course I continue to go to Christian churches, but that's a whole nother story where I'm just not connected. I don't believe in the things that they believe in. I'm not saying they're wrong people. I'm not saying they're horrible people, but that's just them. And I don't believe in their beliefs. And that's just from my experiences and my beliefs. So, you know, and it's not that I was trying to force myself to be in a religion. And no, it was, again, that instant connection that I've never felt with anything or anyone. So, time goes by, and, I become a mom, and my fiance, he wasn't, the type that, let's go to a Catholic church every Sunday, and no. Um, he definitely he believes in saints and, the Catholic beliefs. So we were gifted a Virgin Mary picture frame. And, I really appreciated, number one, that it was a gift. And again, I felt like this means something to me, since I was little. And here I am, like, here she is, just a bit closer to me. But still, there was no, I want to get to know more about her. And it was nothing like that at that point in time. So years continue to go by, and out of nowhere is where I felt the need. And this feeling was like, it's like a whisper. It's like you're being pulled to a certain direction. You hear this whisper, and it's not going to stop until you listen to it. It's not so much you got to do it. It's more like, listen to me. I'm whispering and you're not understanding me, but I'm whispering to you, and pay attention. Pay close attention, and it's up to you from that point on whether you want to, etc., etc., right? So I started feeling the need to buy a statue. And it had to be a statue. I don't know why. But the thing with that is that this feeling was coming very constant. But it was like, wait. I hear it and I feel it, and I have this pull to have her around me, have her in my life. There's a connection, right? But I wanted it to be right. I wanted to make sure that I was 100% in, and I wanted to know about her at that moment. I wasn't just going to go to the store and buy a statue because I felt the need. No, it was more like, how do I feel? I mean, I know how I feel about her since I was 9 years old. It feels right, but how, it's like I was asking myself so many questions like, okay, am I ready? Yes. But then, it was like so much more because I wanted to make sure when she was in my life that I wanted to take care of her. So it was, it wasn't from one day to another, definitely. So I was ready. There was this day and I'm like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to get a statue. Um, and I did see a couple before I purchased. So one day I said, I gotta do it. And I gotta do it like now. Today is the day. I have to find it. I have to find the statue of her. And so, I went to the store and I found her. I found the one that was calling to me. I found the one where I felt like it was a living person. Like that just that feeling of, you're the one. You're the one for me. So I took her home. Um, I lit up a candle. I gave her some water. And it just started slowly, slowly. And I would just listen and feel and be in the moment. And, when I would talk to her, when I would be in front of her altar, it was like nothing else mattered. This was something serious. This was a connection. This was a beginning of a beautiful relationship that I didn't want anything to come in between us. I didn't want nothing to just ruin the moment or, um, it was so perfect. Now, of course, by me saying I don't want, I'm not trying to have anyone come in between us, and that's a whole different other feeling. Because, of course, my kids are my kids, my fiance is my fiance, but it's a feeling of, uh, I, I mean, I'll get there. I'll get there. So, um, every day, I would try and try, and the relationship just, it was getting there. It was definitely getting there. Um, I had my first dream of her, and it was, it was very beautiful. It was, you know, it was great. Um, and then after that, I had my second dream of her, and that was great as well. If anything, that was better than the first dream. And so, everywhere I would go, she was definitely there. And what I mean by that is when I would move, um, she would go with me. I started to be more attracted to any type of statues, anything that has to do with Virgin Mary. Um, I definitely give her, before it wasn't so much like I would give her like flowers and roses and stuff like that. Now it's like a natural thing that I do, that I have to go out and give her some flowers, because really it's, you guys, it's only $5, and if you don't even have that, um, Mother Nature definitely has a bunch of beautiful flowers out there. But of course, you always want to give back to Mother Nature. Um, so in other words, there's no excuse, and just like how she takes care of me, I take care of her. And years are going by, months, weeks, and the relationship is only stronger. Like, I've gotten to the point where um I'm not going to go so much into how I grew up, um but the feeling that I have towards her is a feeling of she's my mother and I'm her daughter. And when she talks to me and when I look at her, it's like we're in this, everywhere around us, it's plain white. There's no, there's no, you can't hear anything. You can't feel anything. You can't touch anything. It's like, this, it's just pure love. And the more, I feel like that, the more it's like she only understands me and I only understand her. And it's really great. It's very strong. I do not play with her at all. It's all serious. It's nothing but love and pure and white. It's beautiful, and I don't regret seeing her at her shrine when I was like 9 years old. I don't regret having her in my life. I definitely love her. My goodness, me talking about it, it's like me talking about, how people are so, when you hear about people in relationships and in relationships, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, that's how beautiful it is between me and Virgin Mary. So that's that. Now, along the way, this is probably going to be a long video, but I might do different videos to talk about different things. But, I talked about Virgin Mary because that's how it all started. Definitely throughout those years, other things came around. Other things happened. But it all started with Virgin Mary. So why not share that beautiful story with you guys? The beautiful connection that we have. I have asked other saints, other archangels to help me in certain things. And they have definitely helped me. And I've definitely took care of them. But it's like I've gone to the point, I'm not saying that I don't want to pray, to worship, to look into other saints and angels, archangels. I'm not saying that. But I feel like I'm so devoted to Virgin Mary that I feel like she talks to me so clearly on the situation and how the situation is going to be solved, how I should handle things, how things are going to be handled. I feel it, and I know it's coming from her. So that's how strong it is. That's where I'm at right now. That, I read tarot cards. And I'm also, I put myself out there to, I use tools to communicate, to help people. But I feel that I am also a tool for, saints, to archangels, to our spirit guides. I put myself to be a tool for them so I can help other people. And, tarot cards, I'm very, I love using tarot cards. I love it. But I feel like at this point, I hear what, and I feel, because I've definitely became very, what is that called? The energy that other people have, I feel it. Now, I know there's some people that might say, well, of course, we definitely feel it too. Now, with me, it started off small. Now it's gone to the point where it's extreme. And I know it can get more intense, definitely. I know that. But I feel like I could definitely open up myself more to receive more. But right now where it's at, it's good, because I know I feel like I need to take, a little baby steps here. I don't want to just, give it to me all in one hit, and no, it's going to be too much. Because even reading, tarot reading, and I started that years ago, even that is so much energy. It's a lot. It drains you because, you're really putting your energy into this. And, for you to read just for one person is a lot. Um, so now that I'm sensitive to other people's energy, it's, it's, you see where it's been, getting more intense. Um, and yes, I do want to feel more, to know more, to do it more naturally without using tarot cards, in other words. Um, but that's, again, I'm in the moment, and I'm learning every single day, and it's only getting stronger every single day, and I'm fine with that. As long as I'm helping people, nothing else matters to me. And that's a whole nother thing too, when I'll talk about that as far as me helping people. Um, so, that's, at least you guys have an idea of where it all started. Um, and maybe I should have talked about how me helping people, I should have started off with that first. But, I guess I wanted to tell you guys first Virgin Mary, because, she's my everything. She has helped me in so much. And I'm so excited to share with you guys much more, to give you guys an insight on how I feel and how I see things. And, I hope these videos help you in whatever which way. So this is the first video, and I'm definitely going to be, posting here and there the next and the next. I'll just make it like a series, so you guys, again, um, have an idea on who I am and how it all started, like I said, and where I'm at right now. I'm excited. I'm excited to share with you guys so much. Um, but I figured, why not do these videos so you guys, get to know who I am, get comfortable, and, we'll go from there, of course. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Take care.